Same 2014 Ford Fusion. We did the blower motor on. Just came in originally for the brake not working, and yeah, that's what we got right there. It's a ruptured brake hose. So I'm gonna knock this out real quick. I wound up getting one from my part store. Got the part numbers and everything. This is the left driver side, so they are size specific. So if you are on the driver side, this is going to be the left. Passenger side is going to be right. So let's get the wheel turned out and get to working on it. I'm gonna try to knock this out as fast as possible. I just poured some brake fluid in there to kind of gravity feed it, but I'm gonna lose a lot of brake fluid anyway. I was trying to mitigate some of the losses going to the ABS module. So we'll start with a 12 here. Break this loose. Should also be a 12 up here for the bracket. Should be. Ooh, that's a bad idea. I feel like this wants to break. I don't know why. Why do I feel like it won't break? I'll put a dot right here. That mark right there. And let's see what happens. Okay, so maybe I was being deceived because it looked like it didn't want to turn, and it definitely startled me. It just didn't look like it. Better safe than sorry, so I just rather put some marks on here. So we probably were fine. Okay, so we were fine all along. I just want to be certain because this thing breaks, man. It's the last thing I need to happen today. All right, this day has kind of been like, yeah. It's life. There was a little bit of rust in there. Just a little bit of rust. Alright, let's hit this in the back here. Some penetrating oil. Should have hit that a while ago. That should be a 13. I'm gonna leave that lock on there. And breaks loose perfectly. Got my pan down there. The light's trying to survive, just won't want to die. Stay on. I believe in you. There's probably a special tool for this. called a flathead. This is not what this is for. First thing I get my hands on though. Alright, try that shit again. Well, I'm blaming it on the cameras because the camera was in the way. So we got that out. Pull this. Pull this out here. Should be a lot that come out the caliber. It's fine. These getting replaced anyway. I thought one of the washers was stuck on the banjo, but it got stuck. It got hung up here. So there's my other crush washer there. They both fell. This is what it looks like. So it does have a washer looking. All right, here's the part number. It's the Brake Best Select. You know, my home store I typically patronize is O'Reilly's. So here's the part number for the brake hose that goes on the driver's side. It does come with, of course, the brake hose, and it comes with copper, these crush washers here. So let's pan out the way, because if it can, it will fall into the fluid below. So we're gonna get one of these. Get settled. So we saw the other one, how it start to dig inside the banjo fitting. And these are the same size. One go on one side, one go on the other. So I'm gonna So I'll start from here and work my way back. It should have like an odd shape. Let's see here. Should have an odd shape with like a pattern where it'll sit up in that groove. Make certain. Now I normally would work my way from the back to the front. This is aftermarket, so it might be kind of universal there. Slide that clip in there and lock it in place. Once I found it. So once we got that groove exposed, then we can slide our clip right down in the center. And normally I'll just take some pliers or something blunt and get it to fall in place. The odd place. Like one good whack, get it in there. Let's see. What's this? There we go. Ain't going nowhere. Take this. Now, like I say, typically I'll work my way from here on back because it just depends on how hard it is to get the male threaded in. Or out, how hard it is to get it out initially. This wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I'm just gonna tighten this down. This is like the longest brake hose replacement ever. There we go. All we gotta do is bleed this side. Call it a day. I ain't gonna lie, I searched long and hard for a Pittsburgh. I got a 9mm here. Like I thought it was a 10mm or 3/8. It wasn't, and it was literally a 9mm. So we want to let this thing have its time to shine because I never really use a 9mm except for at the shooting range. So we're gonna let this gravity bleed for a little bit. Let's get about a minute. I got a couple options. I could take a manual air bleeder, use that like a suction, bleed it that way. I can go through my scan tool, bleed it that way because it's an ABS. This does have an ABS system. I can manually, since I'm by myself, and this is like the quickest route from me having to hook up a scan tool, or probably, second option. Well, the first option is really just to get a tool, pin it between the seat, and push the brake down while the car is running, and with the bleeder valve closed, and do that 3 times to crack it open to get the air out. So I'll take that route because that's the more like forceful, legit way of doing this. So let me start the car up. So brake pedals held down, and crack this. Got a little air out. I'm gonna do it 3 more times. Brakes feel a lot better, even after that First little bit of getting air out. Ooh. All right. All right. Supposed to put a vinyl tube in there. We got time for that though. Should be all the air out of it. Oh, there's a little bit of pop there. That was a little bit of air. Should we do it one more time for safe measures? Brakes feel, I'm gonna say it one more time, it feels 100% better. So it feels normal. There's no leaks anywhere. Everything's fine. Nothing's spewing out brake fluid. Line in the back, we're fine with that. Get a better look. I gave you a top view, bruh. You gotta take into consideration gravity. So we're good with this. This is done. Didn't take that long, like an hour, if that. Wouldn't have been this long if it wasn't for this pesky bolt here. But I was just a little concerned. I'd rather be safe than sorry because this ain't my car, and I want everything working right like it's supposed to. So I'm gonna take it on test drive. I am very confident that this Joker is working as it should. That's crazy. The brake line is hot. That's a lot of pressure. Pressure causes heat. But if anything happens, I'll definitely update. Again, it's 2014 Ford Fusion 2.5. We used the, going in reverse for the bleeder. It was a 9mm. That was a special feature today. We have a 9mm. We had a 10. Oh shoot! I bought that cap. 10mm, 13mm, and 12mm right there. And a 19 to get these lug nuts off. But if anything happens, I'll update. Hit that link, subscribe to the channel, stay informed, had originals on my work. See you next one.